Hello and welcome back to Surviving Mars. So in the last episode I finally started planting trees and lichen on Mars. So the global vegetation is going up, but very slowly, and it's limited. This forestation plant can only do so much. I mean, Mars is still a big planet and this is just a very small area. I also started outdoor farming, although the farm is currently not working because it doesn't have any seeds anymore. The third thing I did was finally building another university so I can get more specialists. However, I made a mistake when I set this dome up. It is currently calling in the youths, but that's incorrect. It should just accept youths. That's a mistake I made. I actually wonder how many young colonists I have. Probably not that many because I don't have that many children anymore. So that is also becoming a problem. Now I have two universities, but not enough colonists to be trained. I guess I can still, for now at least, accept adults here if they're untrained and get those numbers up the same way. That should do the trick. That also explained why there was 2 specialists here. Okay, in this episode I finally want to build at least 2 more of these metal extractors, so that's the first thing I'm going to do. Wondering though, maybe I can even place one here and place one in range of this triboelectric scrubber. If I place it here, it is in range of the scrubber. Okay, that's fine. This tile is where it rotates around. Needs power, that's fine. And if I want to tap into another one of these deficits, I would have to build more scrubbers. So I'm not going to do this for now. What I also thought I could do, and what I maybe should do, is heating Mars some more. I need to be a bit careful if I reach a certain threshold. I think it's 25%. Toxic rains will start, and they will lower the soil quality of my planted stuff. So that's something I don't want, but I could probably not avoid it. What I should do, or what I could do to heat the planet, I could either build a greenhouse gas factory, but I could also build a core heat convector, and this would, at least telling from this area, also heat up all the buildings around. So that's a very good idea. Could, for example, place one here. That would cover quite a large area. Place one like this, not in range of these 2 rare metal extractors, so it's not going to be dusted on. However, it should also be scrubbered. And that can probably be achieved by placing a scrubber here. That means that I need a second scrubber to clean this building, so I'm going to place one over here somewhere. Okay, no active research once more. So that's 36,000 actually. That's still more expensive than this one. Oh, I can't move this one. I can't move those. Okay, that's an interesting bug. Okay, so yeah, I can build this core heat convector, and then I can build another triboelectric scrubber somewhere over here. 1, 2, 3. Ah, maybe I can't. Wait, that's not good. Wait. So, this is 1, 2, 3. Scrubber needs to be here, I guess. So, and then I need a core heat convector. That can be placed like here. Rotation doesn't really matter. Now it's in range of this structure, which I would like to avoid, but I can go wrong building. That's the correct one. That looks about right again. Not in range. Not in range. Definitely in range. Okay, this does work, and then I have like a heated area here. That's also in scrubber range. I can use to produce more water actually. I can even connect from this side of the core heat convector. That should work. I think I collected. There's some left. 13 metal is left here. Okay. I think I collected most of the resources of the map. If I set this to automated, it should pick up the rest. However, the resources need to be brought to the colony, and probably somewhere over here. Okay, this one is working. No, I want it to be amplified and have more work shift. So in the last episode, I also said that I finally understood how these open farms seem to work. And it's probably the same for the forestation plant. So, yeah, the drones are now starting. The production you get from these cover crops, it's not per farm, it's per tile. So each tile costs me to plant 0.1 seeds, and it will produce 0.5 seeds in 5 soils, and also increase the soil quality by 30%. I'm not entirely certain what would happen if I do something else. I don't have access to anything interesting. I could do... Nothing of this really produces seeds. I could do herbs, and then it should grow herbs. Either the cover crops are harvested in the same tile,
we have a food shortage,
or somewhere else. I don't really know this yet, but as you can see, the new set of cover crops are already being sorted out and growing. Okay, I'm going to connect this crop number 1. This crop is in range, that's perfect. This building's in range anyways. Okay, it's not in range of this crop, but it doesn't really matter because there's a second one, and if I maximize this radius, then it is in range. That's so we don't have any maintenance from any of these buildings, and this area over here is... I was messing around. And this area over here is probably heated. I don't really know if this is the heated area, because if this is the heated area, it's insane. However, it's going to heat up the planet, so yeah, it's probably going to affect a large area, I guess. Yeah, this problem is being solved by the drones. I apparently still produce too much waste rock, and this transport apparently has things to pick up automatically. Not sure from where, but yeah, there's some here. Oh, some are over here as well. And this is probably a bush or something, because I set this one to grow bushes as well. No, I didn't. I set it, but only for a split second. So what I think is that the forestation plant is trying to grow lichen if it can, and if it can't, then it's going to grow trees. No, wait, it's trying to grow trees, and if it can't, then it's growing lichen, because the area is going larger as well. And I set it to bushes for a split second, so currently one bush was planted here, so that's actually kind of a nice forest. What I should do is... Finally a park worth the name. Okay, this all went back to cover crops, and we actually stored some seeds, so that's good. Also, this core heat convector is done, so we're heating the planet now. There's apparently some resources left down here. Okay, however, the core heat convector actually costs a lot of water, 10. So I'm currently dropping water because the open farm is also running. But we do have a lot of space now that we can utilize to produce more water. Building like this would be actually a better solution. No, not my metal. Okay, drones should be super fast, but I can make it even faster if I do it like this. Not entirely certain why the drones are not putting it into this depot. Now they are. Okay, these both are in range, this is in range. Placing one here would not be in range. Here could be. Actually is. First tile that's not in range. This tile is in range. And yeah, I can't go any further over here. That shouldn't be much of a big deal. Then all we need is to connect. I can place these pipes and one pipe like this. Upgrade those with hydroscopic coating, and we just need some metal to build those pipes. But it's already coming. Great. And I can even build more water up here. This side don't need this cable anymore, I believe. Seed vegetation. I'm not... Why didn't this show up before? I'm kind of confused. Almost done. Planet needs to be somewhat warmer. Could grow potatoes, but potatoes reduce the soil quality. That's not something I want. Could build it like this, but I don't know where to Now, where's the pipe connection? Pipe connection is exactly here. Could build one like this. Kind of confusing that... Wait, what? Oh, that stuff's growing outside of the farm area. Wait. If stuff's growing outside of the farm area, drones should still be able to harvest seeds from it, right? But I still don't know. So apparently these... So this was the first tree, I believe. But it's not really growing. It's just a stump. These as well. But these trees are actually growing. Not this. This is just their shadow. Nice with the lighting. And as after 6 souls, I guess, these trees can be harvested. And I don't know if they are being destroyed after that or not. We'll see. Or maybe they're not harvested. I don't really know. I don't really understand how it works. But this is what I think how it works. Judging from how it's working with the open farm. Okay, another moisture evaporator. That one is in range, and then we can build one not here. Here, yeah. Not a tile. This tile should be the tile. That's actually some more tiles. How about we build a connecting water tank? And yeah, upgrading those with the hydroscopic coating. Then we have 6 more moisture evaporators. That is 6 times 1.5, so that's 9 water. Still producing more waste rock than we need. Not that, yeah, that we burn in these 3 buildings.
Complete.
Could build another carbonate processor to burn some more, but I don't really need to. Going up one project because 5% is enough, like not a magnetic shield. Oh, this only gives 2.5%. Okay, melting the polar ice caps. Okay, apparently we collected all the metal that's on the map, so the automated mode doesn't do anything anymore. A nice problem to have, something that I can change easily though. There's another space mirror, that's good. Allows me certain boost of temperature to get past or quickly out of the threshold where the toxic rains happen. So that's something I wouldn't mind. That can be harvested. Not by this one because it has no range. So it's kind of confusing because this set has 30 seeds in its range, but this also counts seeds in this farm area. The farm has only 5. However, as you might have just seen, one of the drones just picked up seed from this forest I have. And this is working just fine with the trees now. The trees should also give me a lot of seed. Triple. This is 5 times, okay. So we are going to start potato farming now, I guess. No, not potato farming, as I said, I don't like them. Leaf crops, for food, also reducing. Herbs, I could do herbs. 1 food and 1 soul, okay.
Cold wave approaching.
Now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to build 1 rocket to launch another space mirror. Not a magnetic shield. And I'm going to send Sledgehammer 3 to collect some meteors, because that's something I haven't done in a while. And don't have that much metal. This number, it is going down, but still very slowly, and we need a lot of, as you can see, a lot of specialists. Many buildings are not working very well right now. If this really is the heated area, then I can definitely remove this heater because I don't need it anymore. So what are you doing? No, you're not removing the trees. Oh, so the trees are still permanent. Oh, that's insane. I once more don't have metal. Oh, there's metal. Build this rocket, please.
No active research. Research complete.
Okay, so this would be exactly 9,000 divided by 4. Still cheaper than those. Ooh. Still cheaper. Still somewhat cheaper. Okay, now the patient is cheaper. What's not working? You're not working because you have too much metal slot. No, why? Yeah, I know why. Because the drones, there's not enough drones. Do I have electronics in range over here? Yes, I brought electronics over. There's some here. Oh, 30 more drones. We need drones. You can have some more drones. You are fine. You are definitely not fine. What about you? Workload is low. Okay, yeah, but this drone hub needs a lot of drones. It has both these buildings in range, so yeah. Okay, this rocket does not have a job yet. I wanted to get myself another space mirror. MacGyver 2. Excellent. Unfortunately, it was loaded with rare metals because I didn't pay attention, but there's space here too. Empty this building, so that's good. This one's only run by specialists. That's pretty good. What's your problem? Renegade. Okay. Something ain't working yet. Well. Okay. This is me messing up. Okay, lost some water tanks. Actually a problem. I'm going to turn on all the solar panels. Okay, because yeah, this building must not stop working, and things froze over. Okay, what I don't need anymore is this heater for sure. Completely in the heated area. This does not disconnect stuff. This heater is no longer needed. However, removing this will disconnect these two buildings. Give me a cable. This heater serves a purpose, not for this dome, but for this dome. And probably some of the buildings in between. Yeah, this water tank's not in range, so this heater may stay. I actually think I could or should build another core heat convector over here somewhere. Annoying with the passage ramp now. But I can move the ramp one tile down, and then I could build one here, and then it would cover a large area. And also think I could build another one down here and pretty much do the same thing. It covers also a lot of very important structures, and there's only some depots here. Only disadvantage would be if I build this one here, it's not in range of any scrubber yet, but we can build some scrubbers to take care of this. And I need a polymer depot, but all the metal is in this building. No, not. Yeah, we're producing enough power. Oh, but those drones, yeah, that's good. These drones can clean up all the fuel that's on the floor. This transport's coming back, this transport's idling. But it's actually good. Dust devils apparently still exist. Okay, so this rocket is on its way to launch another space mirror, which is good because the toxic rains, they start at 25%, so now. Doesn't mean that there will be toxic rain all the time, but they will happen like a disaster, I expect. Liquid water on the surface of Mars. Oh, that means I can place down lakes and they will be liquid. Yeah. But toxic rains can now happen, and they will stop at 55% temperature. So that means the faster I get the temperature up with these core heated convectors, the better. So I'm going to build another one. I think they become, once the planet reaches 100% temperature, they become useless, but so you don't hear me not complaining about this. However, I need to be a bit careful because they will put pressure on my water supplies, so that's something I want to avoid. Sledgehammer 3 is about to... no, Sledgehammer 3 just started Meteor Storm down here, so that's okay. And yeah, metal is bombarding the planet, although the planet has atmosphere, it still works differently. Okay, what I really need to do is I need to send all these colonists into the new domes, because I didn't do that, and some of them already died. Rockets landing. I'm also still losing food here, so that's something I need to keep track of. But we do now have 35% temperature, so I can start growing wheat, and that's what I'm going to do now. Not entirely certain if I need to keep the cover crops or turn them off. Soil quality is 100%, and I don't know how detrimental the toxic rains will be, but I think, yeah, this doesn't give me seed, and this small forest I have probably also doesn't give me definitely seed. Why is the art look? Okay, I wanted to build another core heat convector over here, like this. Rotation makes also sense, because then I can just use one tiny bit of pipe to connect them. Need a new passage ramp. And then I should also get triber electric scrubber here. And then another one over here, and then I can get more water from more moisture evaporators. They are also going up in their capacity because of the water level I have. However, I should, if I build some lakes can increase the water level, yeah, from huge lakes, small lakes, and then this would also feed back into the moisture evaporators. However, I believe lakes, they do cost a lot of water themselves. I don't think they have maintenance costs, but still, they need to get water. Cold wave 7 more hours, so I do not want this building to run. I think the building can run. Also means that I can remove what the hell? Not sure what just happened. That also means I can remove this heater here. However, yeah, I think I can remove it safely. Oh, it doesn't have power. Okay, now it has power. Amplify it, and I can remove this heater unit and this heater unit, and the cold wave's over anyway, so I can turn off all the heaters. Still some fuel left. Sledgehammer is fueled and probably be stored in this depot. Some concrete left here, also be stored. And yeah, temperature's going up quickly. This one's not built yet, but not missing a whole lot. New special project, seed vegetation, what? That is unusual. However, do I have 100 seeds? Yes, I could actually do this. What does it give me? 5% vegetation on Mars, right? That's not terrible. And you don't lose the rocket, so that's good. How about you? Bring seeds over there. Fairly certain that there's a lot of seeds growing here. Okay, that's 100%. Now I'm going to remove the cover crops because this one... Okay, that's actually an issue. I have too many seeds in this area here. What are you doing? Nothing. That's good. Come over here. Don't need this heater anymore in the future. Yeah, one drone to remove this. And just place Stirling generator here to connect those two structures. It needs to be cleared first. Okay, whatever. Yeah, the issue here is I'm not entirely certain what's happening now, because this one should not be planting.
Research complete.
Should not be planting more lichen, but the issue is that this is all grown and it can't be removed because there's no seed storage. There was no seed storage. And another core heat convector's built. Amplify this one as well. Everything's in range of this scrubber. Next dome is probably going to be somewhere over here. Maybe like a medium dome? Maybe like the mega dome? Don't want to build on top of this. Too far from a working drone commander, okay. So if this is the next dome, I build a scrubber here, that dome would actually be in range, that's perfect. Should this be the rotation of the dome? No, I don't think so. This would be the rotation of the dome because then I can add more water generating structures here, so that's good. Something else I can do is connect this scrubber so it actually runs, and then another option. Well, what else I should do is, probably at least, I should build another of these forestation plants, because I have a lot of seeds now. Well, I have a lot of seeds here. Actually, this rocket's on its way now, so... okay, I'm going to build another forestation plant. This tide rotates around, so that's in range anyway. And then I'm going to place another seed depot here. This RC transport can bring all the seeds to this depot. So okay, it doesn't really make sense what I did here. So this dome was actually in range. Could have placed the scrubbers in a different setup to scrubber this dome up here. Pure rains are not possible. Okay, nice. I'm heating the planet so fast, I might be able to avoid having any toxic rain ever. You're not working because you don't have drone throwing in one seed, but it's fine. Yeah, we're doing lichen first because there's no soil quality over here anyways. Okay, this forestation plant is now working. It's working now too, so vegetation is going up. Not very quickly actually, that is like very slow. I'm not entirely certain how the vegetation is, like how the 100% vegetation is being achieved, but I guess it's with the seed vegetation missions, because you only need to do like 20, you don't lose the rocket, you don't need a lot of fuel, you only need 2000 seeds, and that doesn't seem to be that much actually. I do have 200 already. However, I'm going to end this episode for now, so see you next time when I have a retired genius apparently.